Come on, where's my camera? My camera's not on. There you go. Now I'm on. Now I'm live. Okay, let me put this window over here. Just going live. Talking to great people. Hanging out on a Friday afternoon. I forgot what time of the day it was. My dog is going nuts upstairs. But I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm not drinking beer yet. I'm just having a bubbly. But as you come in, let me know where you're from. And let's have a conversation here about guitar and many other great things. But let me see here. What do you want to do? We're going to put some. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, I'm going to start playing here, and the chat is open. Ask me whatever you want. The idea here is just to hang out. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Just give me a thumbs up on the chat, and we can keep going here. I believe it should be good. How's the guitar? $11:32 in South Africa. You have quite a bit to get to 5 o'clock. But I bet the weather is much better there than here. So 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, so where are you from? You have any questions? If you're watching me here, I hope you're someone that watch my videos regularly and hope you enjoy what I'm teaching. But I'm here just to hang out, you know. I thought my wife went out with my youngest son. I think my daughter's here. And I was not really feeling like filming a video for YouTube, so I'll just be here and answer a few questions. I can play, improvise a little bit, noodle on my guitar while I'm talking. And one of the things that I can tell right away, just a second. My dog is going crazy. It's probably someone in the front door. But one of the things I can tell you right away, I've been talking to a few people, quite a few people lately, and I noticed that they all have the same question in terms of probably because I'm reaching the right public. A lot of people have the same questions, which is how can I make my solo sound more coherent, cohesive to the music I'm soloing over? So there's a backing track, and there is, let's say, a blues minor or a minor blues in A. All right, thank you, Sean. Can you hear all right my guitar? All good, beauty. So a lot of people are asking me this: how can I make my solo sound more coherent to the chords, especially to the chords that I'm soloing upon? So a minor blues, let's say you have 12 bar blues, a minor blues, you have A minor, thank you, Cindizo, that's your name. Thank you so much. Awesome to have you guys here. So let's say if you're playing over a minor blues, right? In A, you're gonna have A minor 7, and then you're gonna have a D minor 7, back back to A minor 7. And then the last chord we'll have is E minor 7, back to D minor 7, and then A minor 7. So 3 chords: A minor 7, D minor 7, and E minor 7. Now, A minor is the key, is the foundation. So we can play the pentatonic minor over this forever. Some people do that. That's all they do. And they are great at it. And it sounds amazing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're like me, you're going to hear that, oh, there's more than that. There's more that we can do than just that, which is follow the chord progression, changing. Now the chord changing, you follow that. And this is how I like to look at it. You have to be very paying attention a lot to the chord change, right? If you are playing over A, you know you're over A. If you're playing over D, you hear that. And over E. So when you change a chord, you change the pentatonic. That sounds very hard. Oh, so many things for us to memorize. Yeah, depends. There's different ways to accomplish that. And one way that I really like to accomplish this is by, just had an idea, put some light here, just a second, is to actually, if I have a chord shape like this, and you already know this, you can also play the pentatonic, most famous of all, right here. Right, finger 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. Right there. Now, we can do that for other chord shapes too. It's funny how our instrument's totally based on shapes. So let's make use of that to our own good. When we're playing a minor chord and the root is on the E string, we attach this naturally already. But we don't do that when we play this shape here. So let's start doing that. So I'm gonna zoom in so you can have a better view here of my hand. And there you go. So when you're playing A, you already know you play 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. And there you have the most famous of all, right? Pentatonic shape. Now, when you're playing this shape here, where the root is on the A string, what you have is this shape here for D. In this case, I'm fret 5, so this is D. You go 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. I have videos and videos about this, but still, I have people asking and asking the same question. So this will solve a lot of problems. Okay. If your chord that you're playing is the root is right here, this is where you play the pentatonic. This shape here, 1, 4, which it would be the shape number 4 if this is our first. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4, and back. That will give you a lot of things that when you play the original pentatonic of A, will not give you. Because pentatonic is so close to the structure of the chord, especially 7th chord. There's only one note that is not part of the chord, right? So you can play that. So when you're playing over the minor's blues, what do you do? The next chord is D. that I'm playing the chord on top of this. It's just like belongs to that chord. Back to A, I'm back to this pentatonic. When I go to E, I do the pentatonic that I did for D, but starting here. That will give me the pentatonic of E. Back to D, I transition to this pentatonic right here. Oops. And then to A, I go back to this pentatonic, the original one. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So the theory here is when I play A minor, I have the notes A minor 7, right? I have 1, which is A, C, which is a minor third, the E, which is the 5th, and the G, that is 7th. In this case, here's the C. When I'm playing the pentatonic, I'm playing first, which is A, C, and this note here, right? This is the pentatonic shape. So this is a D, is the 4th of A, then E and G. So 1, 2, 3, 4 notes on the chord, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes on the pentatonic. You see how close that is? Same thing happens when I'm doing this over this chord here, and I play this shape here, and I'm playing an extra note. This note here is an F, which I wasn't playing before. If I'm just using the pentatonic of A, I'm not gonna hit this note here unless I change to the pentatonic of D minor. When I go to E, I play this note here is new. It's a B note. I wasn't playing before. Does that make sense? I hope you can understand that, how the notes are connected that way, and how by doing that change, by playing the pentatonic over the chord, you will sound more cohesive. You'll sound more coherent, and you're more musical, consequentially, right? I'm sorry, my dog is just nuts there. Now my wife just got home with my little boy, so it might be a little crazy here. Let me know. Let me see. There's Sean is asking a question here. You released a short while ago saying when rooted on E, it can do the 1, 3, 5. So on the rooted on A, string on minor pentatonic. Yeah, it's still true. Yeah, you can do that. You can just stay on A if you like, right? But yeah, these are just more things you can add to the mix and to make your solo more creative, right? It's just like little tools or parts of something you want to build. It's more resource for you to build your solo, to create your how do you say, your solo improvisation. So the difference is here is that I'm not moving, right? I can do this popular fingering here. When I hit D, I can go all the way D, and A. You hear how the changes are following. You can hear right away. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the chord is not there, but it is there, right? Good question. So, yes, the difference is we are not so dependent on one shape. And sometimes the transition is just one finger or one fret apart instead of from here all the way there, right? In the case of E and A. So it's another thing you can do. And then we're just looking over here. You can do the same idea, moving to the next shape and mixing the other shapes. It can get very complicated and very deep. Not complicated, just deep, that study. But this is a very good way for you to practice changes. And I'm just talking about A minors here, right? You can also do that for majors, which is uh, the goal. You want to get there. You're gonna get to that situation where you're thinking playing a chord and you know where the pentatonic is. It's pretty cool. It took me years to get there. Okay, it's not something that I came up uh, last week. No, it is something that I tried to visualize, and I had a very hard time because I was trying to visualize the full scale. I didn't want to do with pentatonic. I wanted to whole scale, and I didn't want to do the arpeggio. No, whole scale. Then I noticed so pentatonic is much more approachable. So that's how I why I teach this, because I found a perfect solution for me, and I think it can be for you guys to. So memorize notes on the fretboard. Yes, yes, I have. It. So Sean is asking, did you ever release a video on tips to memorize notes on the fretboard? Yes, I did, and that's okay. Last question was good. The video I did, gotta go back and look there. But I think that a couple months ago, I could do a video about that again. But the way that I like to think about this, Sean, is always thinking on how our strings are related to each other, right? So, for example, and I use the cage system for that. Um, just because once you understand how things are connected, things can get so much more like simplified. And okay, so you need to kind of know. So the video starts like this. You gotta know the string, the name for the strings on the top string, the E and A, and from there you can find all the other ones. So yeah, I have a video about that, and it's a very good thing for you to work on. I'll get on my account here, my videos, and let me see if I can find it right away. Where are my videos? Where are you from, Sean? Are you from US? Oh, New York. Nice. Never been there. I'm on the total opposite. I'm the West Coast here in actually Canada. Let me see. Yeah, it's been a while since the last time. Oh yeah, I think I did. It was April. It's been a while. Last time I did a video on that. I'm gonna put right here on the chat for you to take a look later, Sean. Not missing much, you say. So yeah, the video is called "Know Your Crap." I'm pretty sure that's fretboard memorization trick. All right, this is cool. Time for brand practice. Have a good time. Thank you for hanging out. Just gonna stay a little bit more here, and then if you have more questions, I see there's more people watching here. But yeah, it's good times. Friday. Maybe should do more of this more often, right? By the way, if you want to take lessons from me, I am opening spots for one-on-one lessons. So it's in the description of the live here. You're gonna find a link, and you can jump on a one-on-one call, video call with me. It's kind of Zoom like. It's not Zoom. I don't use the Zoom platform. I use my own platform, and we can jump on a call. We can jump on a video lesson right here. The first one, it's complimentary. Uh, is just so I can get to know you, know whoever watched me, and uh, get to know how to help better. And if you want, you can jump on a sequence of lessons, right? You can take lessons personally with me here. I have a question here. I haven't seen any triad soloing video of yours. Would you care to show triad soloing using the chords? Using the chords you just shown? Yes, I can do that. I think I think the reason I don't do that it's because I don't really think too much of just triads. Um, I might be ignorant to it, but I find a little boring. I find like a little bit like too you know limitation is big there for me. I when I try to do soloing using triads, it just sounds like eh. I'm playing the arpeggio. I use the triads a lot to do layering of guitars. For example, if I'm recording, if I am playing in a band that already have full band, full team, I find different ways to apply the triads to create different layers of guitars. Right, a solo per se, I tend to fall over the pentatonic, and that's why I showed before, right? But let's take a look. Let me zoom in here. Let me. Thanks for the question, by the way. All right, so okay, close a little bit more this way. Perfect. So I have A minor. This would be the triad here, the arpeggio, right? So I don't play this note, and I don't play this note. So okay, let me find here quickly. Minor blues in A backing track. Let's see what I find. Hopefully, I find something good. I'm just searching here on YouTube. 19 million views. Okay, let me try this. Let me know how the volume is there, okay? Okay, let me have a sip of my bubbly. Okay, so okay, here we go. try it. Yeah. Think of D like A, right? D minor. One time. For me, I'm neither. D minor. Actually, not so clear. I'm sorry. What's not sounding so clear? Is it the backing track? It's probably the backing track. I didn't get the hang of it yet, huh? I thought I got it. Anyways, uh, but let me cancel that. I just skip the backing track. We have A. Now I'm D. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fix that for the next time. But yeah, look, you can do like A minor, and then B minor, and then D minor, and A. But I'm already jumping on the pentatonic right away. Do you see that? Then D, like this note is pentatonic. Then A, then E minor, so in a way, yes, in a way I am doing soloing over using the triads. That's a big face right there. I am using the triads, but I'm giving preference to jump over the pentatonic, right? I think that's how I do it. That's because for me, like I said, I can use the triads to create like layers. Not that I'm not used to create solos, but it's just more D minor, and then A. Then I throw the pentatonic, then E minor, then D minor. Yeah. How is it again? Yeah. Go here. And A. That's a way you can think. Like right here, I have A, I have D, and I have E. Or A, D, E, right? Shape of D. Awesome. That's very good. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. All right, this is the end of our live here. Thank you so much for hanging out again. If you're watching this, click the link below and book a one-on-one lesson here with me, totally free, just so I can help you. I can give you a little bit more straightforward answers, and who knows, we can work together in the future. Sounds good. This is fun. I'll do more times this. I'm gonna do more often. All right. That's very encouraging. That's very encouraging to know that I'm doing a good job. And I'm sorry, Cindizo. I don't know exactly how to say your name, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And this is very encouraging to know I'm doing a good job. Uh, well, have a good weekend and catch you the next time. All right. See you then.